The identity of the security guard at Good Samaritan from yesterday, whose life was taken from him, was named Bobby Smallwood. He was 44 years old. He was described to be a soft, kind soul. He loved children. He worked at Emmanuel Hospital, and he was filling in at Good Samaritan Hospital at the maternity ward. Bobby was an unarmed security guard, and Legacy is describing him as a hero. What they and the press have not told you yet is that the man who took his life had brought into the maternity ward a bag of guns. In that bag was a rifle and another gun. Bobby confiscated it. The family had been having problems with this man, and he had been asked to not come back into the hospital. In the last moments of his life, Legacy is describing that Bobby protected other people in a hallway. The man had another gun. It was on his person or nearby, and he shot him in the chest. I still don't know the name of the man who killed Bobby, but I can tell you that he used an alias whenever he signed in at the hospital, and that police have since found his real name. I can also tell you that the family there in the maternity ward did not want him there. Didn't expect him to come back. He fled after he shot Bobby, and over by Stadium Fred Meyer, he hitched a ride with somebody in a van that looks like a retired ambulance or ADA transport vehicle. I don't know if they knew each other. Officers spotted the van around 122nd and Burnside. They noted that he was in the passenger spot. They followed them out to 181st and Gleason. The man who was driving the van, the one I think is the owner of the van, he cooperated with police and left the vehicle and followed orders. The man who killed Bobby continued to stay in the van. He called 911 several times. He had read his will. He said he wanted to die by police fire, and he was committed to dying that day. They did have drones and CERT and negotiations and all kinds of things going on around him. Apparently, he had one of his hands underneath his right leg. They couldn't tell what was going on there. And with his left hand, he was on the phone and also had a yellow piece of paper. From all of my different sources, I can't offer you any information as to why Portland police fired. There were 3 shots fired. I'm not even sure if all those were Portland police. I can tell you that once shots were fired, someone was sent in to check on the man to see if he needed medical assistance or if he was deceased. And I'm told that he had a pistol in his hand and his finger was on the trigger. That's probably the same gun, we'll find out months later, that killed Bobby Smallwood. Regarding Bobby Smallwood, we're living in a crazy time here in Portland. And I just want to acknowledge that it takes a hell of a person to be that brave and to give their life to protect others. Please pray for his family.